So hello friends, welcome back. Yeah. So hello friends, welcome back. And in this video, we are going to see Code Forces educational round, and it is problem D, named maximum sum on even positions. So yeah, in this round, first of all, I learned one thing, that you should always read the question carefully. I mistook problem B. The easiest problem of this round was problem B, and I mistook it as, like, it said to find 0 1 or 1 0 as a pair, but I only let that it said 0 1. So yeah, I just will recommend that, although the recommendation is for me basically, but yeah. So let's move to problem D, which says that maximum sum on even positions. So first of all, I will explain the problem statement quickly. So it says that we will be having n, which will denote the number of integers in an array, and the array is A. So A can be represented as A0, A1, A2, up to An minus 1. So basically it is a zero based indexing. Okay, so I equal to 0, 1, 2, like this up to n minus 1. Now it is said that we can choose a sub array. You can choose a sub array, and the sub array, as you all know, that what is a sub array. From, suppose I choose index L to R, then I can choose any range L to R, and what I can perform is I can reverse that sub array. And what I will do by reversing is that I can choose at most one sub array, and when I will reverse it, I will obtain an array, the final array which I obtain, the sum of its even positions, which means A0 plus A2 plus A4. It should be what? Up to, like, last, it may be anything. So it should be maximum. So yeah, it is what we need. So if I see it very clearly, then let's think over it. Okay, so if I have A0, A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, so it is for sure that if I have these as elements, the elements, these are at even indexes, these, and these are at odd indexes. So let me mark the indexes. Yeah. So if I have this first element, so I will do it sum. Now, what is the chance that if I have some odd indexed value, if it is replaced with some even index value, only then the sum of these even indexes will be changed. But actually, I don't have to replace only one. I have to choose a sub array and thus replace its index values. But now you will say, like, if I replace it with this, you are saying like this. But see, although I mean to replace odd indexes with the even indexes, but I mean by something else. How? See, when I will reverse this array, so it will look something like this: A3, A2, A1, A0. So as you can see, the value A3, which was at odd index, now it is at even index, which is A0. So whenever I shuffle an array, then what I want is that, is it possible, let me change the color. Yeah, is it possible to have a sub array in which if I replace some odd indexes, let me scroll down, if I replace some odd indexes with odd elements, basically with some even elements, odd indexed elements with some even indexed elements. Okay, even indexed elements. So if it is the case, then we can have our maximum answer. Now you will see how it is possible to do it. So to make it more clearer, first of all, I will recommend that if you don't know Purdine's algorithm, then please read it, because it is actually used to find the maximum subarray sum. And what we actually need here is also maximum sum of any subarray, but here's a slight twist, and I will show you what is the twist by having some examples. So by these examples it would be very clear to you. So starting off with first example, which is n equal to 8, and the elements are 1, 7, 3, 4, 7, 6, 2, 9. So let me mark the indexes as well. So it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I only take these even indexes, okay, so what is the sum I can obtain? Which means 1 plus 3 plus 7 plus 2. What is the sum I can obtain? I can obtain a sum as 13. Okay, so I know for sure that I can obtain a sum as 13. It is for sure without any replacement, which means that I choose 0 subarray and I can obtain a sum as 13 for now. Now what additional sum I can get, which means what I can add in it. Okay, so had to have my final answer. So to add something in it, what this add something is that, see, what can happen is I can replace the 7 by 1. So if I do this, so what I can obtain? So let me mark it as a difference. So I can obtain as 6. Okay, very fine. If I do 4 minus 3, what I can obtain? I can obtain as 1. Okay, if I do 6 minus this, I can obtain as minus 1. If I do 9 minus 2, I can obtain as 7 as a difference. So if you remember the Arden's algorithm, then just let it as a new array. Okay, so it is a new array, and what we have to find is, let it as a new array, which is 6, 1, minus 1, 7. And what we have to find is, we have to find the maximum subarray sum of this new array. And understanding why I am finding its maximum subarray sum, because I need the maximum thing which I can add here to get the maximum final answer. And what is the maximum thing? It is by replacing the odd indexed elements with the even indexed. And we can find this with the help of Arden's algorithm. So I hope that you guys get a slight bit intuition, but to make it more clear, let's do it further. So when you will find its prefix sum, which means the subarray sum, so what we actually do is, we do 6, and then the next element, as the number is not becoming minus, I will just add it. So I will do 7. Then as the number is not becoming negative, I will just add it. So it will become 6. Then it is not becoming negative, so I will just add it. So it becomes 13. So 13 is the maximum difference sum which I can obtain by these replaces, which means I can replace odd index with even index, and by this I can obtain 13 as the maximum change. So I will add 13 in my answer. Thus I will get the answer as 26. Thus, as you can see, the output of first is 26. But at this particular stage, one question might arise in your mind. You replaced 1 with this 0. But what if, see, the only condition I had was to replace odd indexed element with some even indexed. Okay, so why not you replace with 2? You might also replace with 2. So I will say yes, you can do it. So in one stage, I will find the step of this. In the next stage, I will find the step for this, which means I will replace 1 by 2, 3 by 4, 5 by 6, and so on and so forth. So if I do here, then I will make the, let me erase this n. So yeah, so I will perform the same step here. I will make this array also. So as you can see that 1 minus 2 is minus 1. Okay, fine. 3 minus 4, it is minus 1. Very fine. 5 minus 6, minus 1, and so on. So as you know that at any step, if in my algorithm, Hardin's algorithm, at any step, if the number becomes negative, then I just replace it by 0, because maximum I can have 0, because see, I will not subtract anything. I will at least add something, and at least when I say, then I will add starting from 0 to any big number. So I will replace this by 0 as well, and like so here also it is 0, so 0 plus minus 1, so it will be negative, so I will replace back to 0. Then again 0 plus minus 1, it will also be negative, so replace back to 0. So I hope that from the first case you might have got it. If you have, then I will recommend you to forward to the to move to the code in the last section. But for those who have not understand till now, let's take few examples more so that you get the better intuition in it. So when n is equals to 5, then I have my array as 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Let me mark its indexes. So I is equals to 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So when you see clearly, then see, first of all, I will have let me erase back. Yeah, so first of all, I will have the sum of even indexes, because it is the sum which I can easily obtain already without doing any change, or without having the reverse of any subarray. So the sum I can obtain for now is 3, which means 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is 3. Now I need to add some maximum difference thing, which I can get, so as to get the maximum answer of even indexes. Now what I can do, as I clearly said, that I will make a difference array. See, I am showing here, but actually you can do it in O of 1 space. See, actually I am showing here by doing in O of n space, but the optimized way of Hardin's algorithm is to do in O of 1 space and O of n time. So it is the optimized way which I will use in my code, but to show you guys, I am showing it in a O of n space. So yeah, make this sure. And if you haven't studied this algorithm, then I will strongly recommend to first study it, and after that watch this video, because it is the basic you can say base of this question. Now when I am making this array, then see, I will replace by this, so I will get the difference is 1, here I get the as 1, and here it will not go. So if I will make its subarray sum array, then what I will get is let me change the color. So I will get here 1, and here 1 plus 1, which is 2. Understanding? 1 plus 1, which is 2. So maximum I can get from here is 2. Okay, I will store it. Now I will find for above. Above means when I replace 1 by 2 and 3 by this. So again make the array of difference. So it will be 1 minus 2 minus 1, which is 1. 2 minus 1, which is 1. So again the sum would be 1 and 2. So the maximum I can obtain from here also is so the maximum I can obtain from here as well is 2. So I will obtain the maximum from these two, which is 2, and I will add it in my answer. So I will get 5. Still now, if you haven't understood it, then I will have my final example, which is n equal to, which is the case third, n equal to this. So the elements are 7, 8, 4, 5, 7, 6, 8, 9, 7, 3. Now let me mark its indexes. I is equals to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So understanding why I am opting like this, why I am replacing the odd index with even index, and why I am having its subarray sum, because I needed the subarray, and thus I am doing like this. So yeah, let's trace the algorithm. So first of all, I will do the even index sum, which is these. So the value which I can obtain is by even index is 7 plus 4 plus 7 plus 8 plus 7 is 33. So I will get the 33 as sum. it is when I obtain just even indexes. Now I need to add something. How I will add? I will check if I can replace odd indexed elements with the even index, and thus by replacing those, what is the maximum subarray sum I can obtain from the array of difference which I make. So yeah, when I replace this, then I will get 1, here also 1, here it is -1, here it is 1, here it is -4. So the subarray sum would be 1, 2, 1, 2 and -2. So the maximum I can obtain here is 2. Either you can have this or you can take this. So from here it is 2. Now let's move above. Above means when I replace this with this, this with this, this with this, this with this. So I can get the difference as 8 minus 4 is 4, 5 minus 7 is -2, 6 minus is -2, 9 minus 7 is 2. If I do its sum, so let me erase this. Yeah, if I do its sum, then I will get 4, 2, 0 and 2. So maximum I can get is 4. So if I write it down, so it will be 4. So I will opt for maximum, or either, see why I'm opting out of these two is because either I can replace 1 by its previous element, which means, see, I have to replace the odd indexed element by the even indexed. So the even index either may be before it or after it. So at one step I am having the before one, and one step I am having the after one. So the value 4 indexed is states that I can obtain a sum, maximum sum, by replacing my odd index with the next even index rather than odd index with the previous even index. Okay, fine. So I can get my maximum sum as 4. So I will add 4 in it. I will get 37 as my answer. So as you can see also, 37 is my answer. So I hope by these 3 examples it should be pretty much clear, like why I am opting to have, first of all I will have the sum of even places, then I will check like what is the odd index minus even index, what is the values, then I will obtain its maximum subarray sum, and odd index minus even index, either we can have odd index minus the previous even index, or I can have odd index minus the next even index. So yeah, that's it for this. Let's quickly see the code. So let me, yeah, scroll it. So first I input my cases, then I input my n, then I input my array, and as I said that I will have my even sum of even indexes. It indicates even sum indicates that I choose no subarray, I just have the even sum, which means I did no operations at all, and what sum I can obtain. So I will just add the even sum in my answer, then I will do maximum sum difference. Maximum, it indicates that what is the maximum, let me show you. Yeah, so it is this maximum difference sum, so it will find out either from 2 or 4. So then I have the prefix sum, which we do like let me show you, which is this 1 2 1 2 -2, and the maximum sum which I can obtain is either 2, and from that these two I will obtain the maximum. So yeah, it is the maximum sum. So let me show you back. So it is the standard algorithm which we do in Cadence algorithm, but to trace you or to show you, what I did is first I go to the odd index, and then what I do is I do ai minus 1, which means odd index. Okay, what happened? Yeah, so it indicates odd index minus the previous even index, and thus as we do, I added in my prefix sum, but at any step if it becomes negative, then I will just opt for 0, because add, because at the end what I wanted is 0 or more than 0, because if the number becomes negative, then I will not add in my answer, especially in the maximum sum. Now I will update my maximum sum, because at the end of the day I need the maximum sum, so I will update it every step. Now I do it for odd index minus the previous even index. Now I will repeat the same procedure for odd index minus the next even index. So here I do ai minus a of I plus 1, which means the next even index, and same procedure as I showed you above, the prefix sum plus the difference, and 0 will be the maximum value which I can get. And same I will update my maximum sum, and thus finally I will print my answer as even sum plus the maximum sum I can obtain, and thus it will be the answer. So I hope that you guys have got it, and yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you very much for watching this video, and see you guys in the next video. Until then, be healthy and keep coding. Bye.